Hey guys, this is Jerry Viska, the founding publisher of Defyeneurs, and man, are we excited because we are just about to launch the new lead issue. This is the summer kickoff. I've been wanting to do this theme, Inspired Leadership, for the longest time, but I had to wait. I had to wait for the man, Darcy Tresham from Niagara, to say yes. And here he is. He's live. He's from Niagara. He's not on his boat today, but he'll probably will be on there soon. So Darcy, welcome.
Thanks, Jerry. Thanks for having me out today, and looking forward to doing this little interview. So
I'm excited. I love this jacket, this roll of page. I love all the stuff you're doing. I've been following you for quite some time. I remember the first time we met almost 10 years ago when you attended one of my big Think events. And, you know, I've seen you go from entrepreneur to definer, which is an inspired entrepreneur, back to entrepreneur, and just conquering all these new worlds. And it's phenomenal for me to witness this greatness, because I think your next chapter, what you've just turned, the page you've turned, I think is probably the most explosive chapter in your life. So there's a quote you share in your profile in the lead issue, Darcy. It goes like this: our contribution towards others becomes the focal point. I love that. So share with me, you've seen a lot. What makes an inspired leader? What makes someone an inspired leader?
Yeah, I mean, I think I just have that philosophy that, you know, it's not about me. It's got to be about the other people. And I mean, in terms of our contracting business, it's not just about our customers. It's about the people that are working with us on our team. And so it's kind of a double-edged sword there. It's a family business, and, you know, we're about treating our employees like their family and our customers like their family. And so I think the focus is less on what we do, but on who we're doing it with. You know, we want to work with awesome employees, and we want the right kind of customers. We want to work with certain people that want a great job, and that, you know, that want to hire professionals. And so in terms of my leadership around my company, I mean, that's what we're all about. We're about sort of next level thinking, and we're about doing for others, and, you know, everything else should fall into place. It's not what we do, it's how we do it and who we do it with. So so pretty cool.
I love that. I love what you said there. I love that it's the right kind of team. It's also the right kind of customer. And that's what's so cool. I mean, I've seen the growth in Tresham painting. It's off the charts. It's obviously a tribute to your inspired leadership. So how does that make you feel seeing the growth, this, you know, this amazing monumental growth?
I mean, yeah, it's pretty cool what's happening right now. I mean, I've been in this business for, you know, close to 20 years, and all of a sudden just the doors are opening for us. We're up like 200% over last year, and last year was our best year. So you know, now we're looking to do like a major expansion, and we've put some systems in place, obviously a lot of systems, and the way we do things now is way different than the way we did it before. And I think where we're at now is just a culmination of a lot of hard work and just, you know, following this philosophy, which I always had, but I just, you know, now it's really, really solid. We know exactly where we're going. And our whole thing is, your project is our focus, right? And so it's not about us, it's about our customers, it's about them. And, you know, we're having really great success with that right now on that side of things. And, you know, I think I have the same thing in my real estate business. I mean, it's not about me, it's about my customers. It's about, you know, creating value for them, and treating them like how I want to be treated when I'm dealing with somebody I'm buying from or someone I'm dealing with. So, yeah.
Amazing. I love that. Your project is our focus. It's another reason why I'm calling this profile Focusing on What Matters, because that's the inspired leader that I've always seen in you. That's the inspired leadership that the world needs right now, is that focus. And even the focus on your systems, on being the right kind of support to your right client, I think is great. You share another quote that goes like this: we're trying to lead with less. Now, you and I are big on less but better. And I love that inspired philosophy. So why is that kind of inspired philosophy, inspired leadership to you important?
I think with the whole less thing, I mean, it's more about redefining yourself, and it's more about really getting focused on what it is you want to focus on, right? Because there's so many distractions now. There's, we're more connected than ever, but we're more distracted than ever. And, for me, it's not about stuff. It's more about experiences. It's more about the journey that we're on. It's more about sort of taking it to the next level and just seeing how I can contribute to the guys that are working with me, and how we can, add like a lot of value for our customers and our investors and our friends, our family, just everything that we're invested in, just to really focus on just the one or two fundamentals that you need to focus on, and just forget about the rest of the stuff. And, one thing that's happened in our painting business has been, everyone's like, oh, do you do new construction? Do you do commercial? Do you do this? Do you do that? It's like, no, like, we don't do that. We're focused on one thing only. We're focused on residential customers, and we're focused on really making them happy. And what it does is it just allows you to cut away like all this, like, well, what if this and what if that? What about this? What about that opportunity? Because there's lots of opportunity out there, but, we're focused on one thing and being the best, the best in the world at that, or the best in our little corner of the world at that. And I'm just trying to do that in my own life too, when it comes to my health, when it comes to like working out, when it comes to spending time with the family, like just to be 100% focused and present at the, like in the moment. Right. So.
I love it. I love it. I love it. That's you're back to that. Your journey has been about focus. It's been about stripping away. You're like Michelangelo. You're like the ultimate sculptor, man. You're discarding the pieces, right? That's what Michelangelo said. I just discarded what didn't serve the statue that was there. And I think what you're sculpting, this focus, is the core of your leadership. And so there's another quote, and it ties into that. It goes like this: it's not about the stuff, but about experiences and the people and places we are going to experience. You just came back from San Francisco.
Yeah.
So what, share with me like these experiences, this leadership that's shifting your world. What's that like for you, these experiences?
I mean, for me, it's like really exciting because right now we're just getting the opportunity to work with some amazing companies, some consulting companies that we're working with in Phoenix, which is close to San Francisco. So we get to, some trips down there every year. Working with some guys up in St. Catharines that have built, large painting organizations and stuff like that. And it's just really cool. Like, I mean, that's part of what like gets me up in the morning is again, like the people we just get to work with, we get to rub shoulders with, and just even to look at other businesses that are doing amazing things in their industries. So I can't remember what the question was again, but hopefully that answered it. So
you totally answered it. You're experiencing, I like that you talked about you're attracting leaders like yourself. So what's your message to those companies out there that need to come under this umbrella? They need to come under this philosophy. You've got the systems, you've got the people, you got the resources, you got the vision. What's your message to people listening to this that really want to join you?
Oh. Well, I mean, my message, I mean, it's one of those things, it's a journey, right? I mean, I think the doors will open when they're ready to be open for you. And, but I mean, I always try to improve. I'm trying to read all the time. I'm, as you know, I'm big into prayer. I believe that, I'm not here to paint houses or take away junk or sell real estate or any of that other stuff. Like, this doesn't matter. Like, I think just, to be continually on the lookout for, for opportunities and, great people, and then to cut away all the rest of it. Right. I mean, if, something you're doing in your life is not serving you well, then you need to face it head on. As you said, right. What do you need to face head on and deal with those things? And it's not easy, right? There's stuff in my life that I'd rather not have in my life. And there's, we're all imperfect, but I think, I guess the one thing, like, with what I believe is that, you know, God makes you perfect through your imperfection. So even that thorn in the side is, as it were, it can become something that you can, you know, just transform your life. So it just depends on what road you take, right? If you want to take, you know, you want to take the high road or the low road, it just depends, right? So we're all on a journey, and I'm just trying to do the best I can every day and just appreciate that, hey, we're not going to be here for very long. And at the end of the day, what are you going to leave behind? You know, hopefully you're going to invest in some people, and those people are going to take it to somewhere where you can't even imagine, right? So
that's such a great message. Darcy, I tell you, you're on fire. That's a powerful message. You know, just the way you talk about this is the core trait of an inspired leader. And I love that you focus on prayer, and I love that you focus on what matters. Again, it's another reason why I call it focusing on what matters. It's the right profile. Okay, my last question for you is, what is the energy that you want to see live on? You know, this legacy, your kids and, you know, your family. What do you want to see live on?
well, I mean, I'm hoping that I lead by example, right? So, I mean, I'm hoping that the people I rub shoulders with, whether it's family or friends or business partners or our clients, the guys that work with us, you know, I'm hoping that they'll pick up on whatever, you know, fairy dust we're leaving behind, or you know, the golden nugget or whatever. But you know, a lot of just, you know, we always seem to have all these sayings around, you know, around our company, and you know, one of them that sticks in my mind is that, you know, the person who buys what he does not need steals from himself, right? And so I'm always thinking, you know, if I'm going to make a purchase or I'm going to do something, an investment or whatever, you know, do I really need this? Or am I stealing from myself? Am I redirecting, you know, to an area where it's not going to pay a dividend or not add value to my life or add value to somebody else's life, right? So we're always looking to, like, more is less, or less is more. Less is more. And you know, that just, you know, just sort of that minimalism thing where it's like, you know, do we really need this, or is this something like that's just not going to create value? And, you know, it could be anything in your life.
Darcy Tresham, he's in the leadership issue. And I just love this profile. I love this philosophy. Darcy, you're focusing on what matters, and you're doing that on both business, professional, your career. You found a way to really focus on what matters. And it's truly inspiring for me. And it's an inspiring message that I'm honored to share with the world. So on behalf of Defyeneurs, everyday people doing extraordinary things, Darcy, thank you so much.
Awesome. Sounds good, guys.
Thank you.
Take care.